Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Mustangs will kick it away first. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Brown wants to pass. Steps away. He throws one to the left. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got it in the middle at Simmons. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of the bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really blowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Important play coming on this opening day. It's 3rd and goal. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Offense getting set for 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second and very short here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Duggan. At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Mustangs.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thompson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Handoff from the gun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Brown will throw it. Moving away from pressure. Makes the grab on the left side. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The toss to the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
With the catch, it's Simmons. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you can tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. On his feet at the 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Jennings. Quick strike complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, SMU.
love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 7 over Washington. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed on the outside, it's Riley. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Now on the return. Slips through the line. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball, that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Mustangs in the hurry up. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle. That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete on the right side.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum. And that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders. Defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to...
Ball in the air, intercepted! And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes in the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
He's got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Coming out with it, it's Thompson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One more snap coming before halftime. Brown wants to pass. Extending the play. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game.
He's loose. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, SMU. And the stomping has commenced.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle, and he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Quarterback moving. He'll let one go down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
Brown will throw it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Mustangs! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive gain. Now let's go get 7.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to get the corner. Touchdown, SMU! And the beatdown has ensued.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thompson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Brown wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Trying to take it back. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mustangs. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Washington State has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been darn near perfection. They're up 14 over Washington. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And now on second down for this offense. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he throws another interception. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think of...
Touchdown, SMU! And the punishment has been extended. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he tacks on the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Brown will throw it. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defensive end understanding football? Understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Stands in and takes the hit. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the pummeling has started.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, the hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. He lets it fly. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
On first down, here comes this offense. They'll try the toss to the left. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, You better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
Trying to pick up a first down. Snap it to the back. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Mustangs are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
They'll immediately call timeout. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, SMU! And the route is on.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Ohio took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bobcats that fired on all cylinders. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Defense in press coverage. They go to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense, shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. After the run, now to throw. He's going to fire to the left. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. try to tack on one more. Brown wants... Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Duggan. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
At the 20, he's got space. Afterburner's coming. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the stomping has commenced. There is time on the clock. There's time on the clock. There's time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop. But I would argue, Reese, you can just take a knee. You take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
And the kick is no good, but the defense way too aggressive. I think they roughed him. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. Brown will throw it. Now improvising. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.